Hi heathens! For today's video, we are going to do a taking my middle school / high school makeup look. I use that term, let me fix the camera. I use the term makeup look very loosely because really all I did was like raccoon eye eyeliner, the occasional wing, because apparently in high school I had a skill that I no longer possess, and occasionally mascara, but the mascara would sometimes be pushing it. It was mostly just the raccoon liner. So, in homage to that, we're going to start off by doing that first before I do anything else. So I'm going to take that, what I would have previously worn as my makeup, and then we are going to glam it up and make it a little more modern day. And I have an idea of how I'm going to get there, but I don't have a full plan. So y'all are going to kind of watch the wheels turn in live action as far as how I'm going to upgrade the look. Also, probably should have found a black liner in advance. Here we go. But apparently I didn't think it would be that hard to find one. So I'm going to be using this Cloir gel eyeliner in Black Pearl. Could be saying that totally wrong. And I have like the world's oiliest eyelids or something. So I am going to be incorporating eyeshadow into this look. Mostly so that all of the liner doesn't stick to the top of my lid, because that is what will happen. So I'm going full on, just rubbing this gently under the waterline. Because I want to get like an actual line down before I start like going ham back and forth. Because that's how I would have done it in high school, is like hard. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. I've been seeing a lot of people doing the trend on TikTok, the, dressing how I thought I would when I was 13 or 14 or whatever. I've seen a lot of those, and there was one that I related to a little too hard. It was like, dressing how my 16-year-old self thought I would, and she's like in the car, and then she just like opens the door and leaves the car, and I was like, oh, feel like it should have taken me a little bit longer to get that joke, but here we are. So yeah, decided instead of doing one of those, I would do a kind of throwback, because I know this was a thing a while back, and do, like kind of old makeup versus now. It's hard for me to fully do an old makeup versus now, because when I was in high school, I really didn't do anything beyond this. Every now and then, I'd have a little bit of powder foundation on. Every now and then, I'd put a little bit of mascara on. But for the most part, and if I still had my MySpace photos to prove it, it was just this. Like, just rimmed liner. So, what I want to do I just took that liner and went to like slide it into the cup thing that holds my other eyeliners, and it slid right out the side, and now it's on the floor. So, if I need that liner again, I guess I'm gonna have to go on a scavenger hunt for it, huh? Alright. I don't know that high school me would have let myself get away with, like a pink shadow, so we can't pink grunge this one, but I definitely would have been okay with any deep shade. So I'm going to use this Midnight by Beauty Bay palette. It's a bunch of blues and purples. And I'm going to go into some of these for an updated vibe on this. I think first I'm going to tap into, let's do bingo. It's a much lighter and much purplier version than the darker blues that I'm going to use. But I think it's going to be the best for the first application. Let me clean off this. Also, I'm filming today with the door shut because I'm trying not to let the cats in because they're constantly knocking stuff off my desk. And I don't know how well that's going to go. We're doing good so far. But anyone else who has pets, probably not just cat people, and you shut a door that they're not used to being shut out of, and you know what kind of chaos there can be. So, if chaos unfolds, you all are now in the loop as to why. Huh. That just immediately did not want to stick on my lid. Wants to boop, 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 gather in my crease. We'll fix that in a second. Want to try to get some on this eye before it starts, before the liner starts sticking to the top of my lid. Huh, I'm definitely going to need some kind of black liner for this, aren't I, to go back over that. Might have to find a winged liner. I mean, since we have a guideline, it shouldn't be that hard for me to wing it out, right? Please tell me I'm right. I have that one a little more evened out. Alright, now I'm going to tap into, same brush. I'm going to go over here into Cursed, which is the like navy blue on the side. I'm going to try to set this on my desk a little bit safer. There we go. Have all kinds of stuff in the way, including a mask, like a sheet mask. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of what's left and go under the eye, because had I been wearing eyeshadow in high school, I know I would have been an under the eye girl, like just the dark all around. We don't skimp. I think I might have gotten a little bit more on the other eye, so I'm going to tap in lightly just a little bit more. And then I'm going to flip it. I think I would have been hard pressed in high school to put a shimmer on my lid. So I'm going to resist all my urges and not do that. We're just going to have a, like, smoky eye moment. So I'm going to close that palette because this is probably all that I would have let myself get away with. Let me... Alright. Since I kind of winged that out with my finger on accident, I'm going to see if I can kind of... It's definitely more prominent on this side. Let's find This is the Ciate London Fierce Flicks eyeliner, maybe. There we go. This is what we're going to try to use for our winging it out. Okay, going across the lid pretty well. Okay. Okay. Hey, that's better than I've done in a while. You know what? Maybe that's what I need to start doing. Is giving myself an eyeliner guideline. Like with a different liner. Not my best work, not my worst work. Okay. But we are going to leave it alone before they become the size of my head. Because they inevitably will if I'm not careful. Okay. Now, as far as powder goes, like I had said, I would occasionally wear like a powder foundation. That being said, I don't have any here in my room, which is very strange, but they're all in the bathroom. I did not realize previously. That's not what I'm looking for. There is a Tarte palette that I was going to use for this moment that is MIA now. So what I'm going to do instead is we're going to switch gears a little bit and tap into the Alamar Hydrating Complexion Trio, which is this little trio. And I'm going to use this guy, the Rising Grind shade, for my powder. I just went to take my glasses off. Please send help. Okay. I don't know, like, how thick this is going to be because I don't use that one that often. I feel like this is something that would need to be pressed more so than blended. Like that one red patch right there does not want to be covered. Pretty much the only lip stuff that I ever wanted to wear was if it was black. So we are going to go, oh goodness, and get one of these lipsticks behind me. This is the Jeffree Star Velvet Trap in Pure Hell. I did not grow up in the time where liquid lipsticks were common. And, like, if you got a liquid lip, it was a lip gloss, more likely. Okay, hold on. I need a little bit of balm on them right now, because they're chapped. But pretty much if you got a liquid lipstick, it was going to be a gloss. So I remember the first black lipstick that I got that I thought was like worth anything was this teeny tiny one from Sally Girl from Sally Beauty that you could get particularly around Halloween time. Like, I think they always had them in stock, but then they moved them up front when Halloween season was coming up. And that was the only one I could ever find at the drugstore that worked well, like, growing up. Now, it didn't last for nothing, but no older cream lipstick really did, unless you could pull off that setting trick that I know we've all seen, that for the life of me, I cannot pull off. Like, where you, like, pat it down and then powder it. Never been able to make a difference at all. So, to pay homage to that, I'm going to be using, well, I did use, but to finish my thought, I was going to be using a bullet lipstick. Because that's how High School Sunny was doing it. So, for the sake of the video, that's how I need to do it. I do really like this lipstick, but normally now, if I were to go for a black, I would be going for a, like, matte liquid lip. They make my teeth look kind of yellow, doesn't it? These are not fully transfer proof. Oh, I did have a comment asking that, and I've been trying to figure out how to make a video short response, and it just is not cooperating with me. So to answer your question, I still do plan on making an actual response video, so I'm sorry. I did see, I haven't been ignoring it on purpose. Just keep forgetting to go back in here and do that. Alright, we're going to throw on a little bit of mascara. I did look, okay, to see if I still had, like, the old pink and green Maybelline mascara. I do not have one of those. So we're just going to go with ColourPop. It feels fair enough, because even though I didn't get into makeup until after high school, that was one of the first brands that I really got into, because they were really nice quality, really nice packaging, and affordable for, you know, someone who definitely was not able to get into, like, MAC or any of those higher end brands. It took me forever after playing around with makeup to finally start splurging on higher end or higher quality products. And I think part of my hang up is that while I was getting into makeup, also you can already see the creasing starting in the liner and shadow under my eye. I had already watched enough, like, dupe videos to know that I really did not need to spend that kind of money on most products. So that really pleased my cheapskate soul, my frugal soul, and I think what really changed my mind, I did, like I said, finally splurge for a few high-end products, but was waiting to splurge that kind of money on smaller or independent brands. So the first, like, really big purchase I made for myself, especially off an independent brand, was from Indie Beat Cosmetics. Now, I don't have palette 1 in here, which is obviously the first. I got the Indie Beat Cosmetics subscription box for a while, towards the beginning of my channel. But then they came out with these Platinum Hit palettes that are multi and duochrome shimmers. And I know the camera is not going to do justice to, like, maybe but 2 shades in here. But these are incredible. I'll just swatch a few. And I paid full price for these. And they were and still are worth every penny. And I feel like these kind of things are what would have probably gotten high school Sunny to kind of dip out of the comfort zone a little bit. Oh, it's getting the duochrome on that first shade, but not the other ones. Darn it. Fly just flew into my face. But yeah, without going on a little side tangent there, I guess this is how I feel like young me would have done her makeup now if the path had kind of stayed the same as far as what I was comfortable experimenting with. But I do want to do an upgraded version of this into an even further, like, taking the updated makeup look and making it even more updated type thing. I don't know if you know what I mean, but anyway, what would current you or high school you say about this makeup look, other than the fact that I need to figure out what's going on with those blue pigments on my eyes? Maybe I should have used an eye primer. But anyway, let me know. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to see more of my content. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.